Yeah, what up? It's your boy Brennan. Just got finished watching that NWA movie. Um, yeah, it was like I was expecting a lot more. All that shit was just missing out of it. Like Easy E, like the nigga, like he acted like Lil Easy E than Easy E. Like I didn't feel like I was watching Easy. Like he overall did an okay job, but I didn't feel it. Dr. Dre, they try to make this nigga look like Jamal for Empire. Like this nigga was just some square ass nigga. I'm like, damn, they got my nigga Trey in here, like he's some L7 for real. Like he looking all bummy and shit. And then Ice Cube, like they trying to make this nigga look like he was just gangster, like he was Debo and niggas, slamming niggas and shit. Like this shit was just way off. Like the first hour was good. Like they showed the price of NWA, the gang banging, all that Crips and Bloods, the rise, the tour, the music, all police brutality, nigga. They showed all of that. Um, then like the last hour, they just started throwing shit. Like they throwing Snoop, they throwing Tupac, they throwing shit. Like they just started throwing hella shit. Like shit that didn't even make sense. The timelines were way off. Like like Tupac came in doing Hail Mary in California Love in '93. Nigga, he wasn't even on death row. Nigga, when Easy died in March, uh, Pac came in October of '95. So Pac was way down the line. And Dre was in the studio like, yeah, like nigga, you even fuck with Dre like that, nigga. Like he dissed that nigga Dre a few times. Um, he let that nigga have it. Him and Suge. Um, the nigga who played Suge Knight, he did alright, but he was real upbeat. And if you know Suge, yeah man, you know he's deaf row. And you know how Suge talk, he got that little yee. Like I didn't get that from this nigga. Like this nigga was real upbeat, and I don't know. The nigga who played Tupac, he was dead on. Like he looked just like him. Um, he kind of sounded like him. You could tell it was a voiceover. He was in the booth. Snoop. Hey, what up, cuz? Like he sounded like Snoop. Look, kind. He didn't really look like Snoop. Uh, I wonder if his scenes were. He was in there for like two scenes, and they were like 2 minutes each, like real short. But I wonder if he was in there longer, could he carry out Snoop like the whole time? Cause it's easier doing it for like 2 minutes than the whole 2 hours. Um, uh, Easy was his character, like the dudes who played him, they did a good job. But it's just like after a while, it was just like I didn't feel like I was watching NWA. DOC, his role was like real minor. Like I mean, he was in there, but it was like DOC was the whole reason why Dre left. He brought in Suge Knight. Like he was a big influence. He was the first artist on Ruthless that was solo. His record came out right after Straight Outta Compton. So like he was a big part of that. And MC Ren, he was the main nigga. Like he didn't his career to take off like the other three, but MC Ren was like the like that was a nigga back then. Like when MC Ren spit, he was like yeah, like on them records. Um, he only had like a couple words. They had Yella in the movie more than they had Dre. Like this nigga DJ Yella, like he was just like I mean he was cool like he acted like DJ Yella, like he looked just like him. Like DJ Yella, he didn't really do nothing. Like he helped, I understand he helped Dre with his music, but I just they had him in there more than they had MC Ren. MC Ren was like the key. Like I feel MC Ren didn't get his just due, and he went off on Twitter about it. Like when they was doing the trailers, they didn't even mention him. I mean, they showed his face obviously, but they weren't giving him his props in the movie. I felt like they should have. There was just a lot of details missing, a lot of shit missing, big ass chunks. Like they went from one scene, then back to this scene, then back to that scene. They didn't show Dre and Easy going at it with each other. They didn't show Dre Day. They didn't show real motherfucking G's. They didn't show bitches ain't shit. She suing me, taking me to court. You know what I'm talking about. You should know a bitch named Eric right. Used to run round, fuck the hoes at night. You know what I'm talking about. They didn't show that. Uh, they didn't show real motherfucking G's when Easy slaughtered this nigga Dre. Like he went in on this nigga like nigga you a bitch, nigga. Like, nigga I made you, nigga. Shot the video on Compton and everything. Like easy, he either that nigga Drake on that track. They didn't show that. Like he just called him like, hey Drake, let's get back in the studio. And Drake's like, yeah, let's do it. Like y'all niggas ain't diss each other or none of that. Like you know this shit was just so inaccurate. It's way off. Like they didn't show Bone Thug. Like they just had hella shit missing. Michelle went in there. He once was a president away. Easy. Like she wasn't in there. That was Dre's girlfriend. She was world class wrecking crew, NWA, Death Row. Like she was there the whole. She was the reason why Dre left. The NWA too. Her and DLC and Shake Knight. Um, she wasn't in there. They mentioned her, but she wasn't in there. They had his current wife Nicole in the movie. Uh, I was just expecting a lot more. Like this movie could have been 3 hours. Like we would have watched it. Like if it was done right. Like we didn't even care if it was longer. Like the shit was just missing hella shit. Like just hella shit was just missing. Like the first hour, like I said, was good. Like they showed all they got NWA down and Ice Cube left. Bomb Squad, no Vaseline. That shit was funny. They showed Ice Cube pretty good Friday, Good Friday, but they didn't show like Dre. Like they showed Death Row, but everything was just scattered. They showed after Easy E, like they made it like when it was like after Dre left, like they made like Easy was depressed and like Dre, nigga, this nigga had Bone Thugs and Harmony and that nigga was doing like he was making moves, like it wasn't like this nigga was hurting after Dre left. I mean, yeah, it was gone, but like he was still doing shit. Like I don't know. Jerry Heller's character, Paul Giamatti, he was real upbeat. He's a great actor, but I didn't feel Jerry Heller from him. You know, Jerry Heller's like, yeah, you know, Ice Cube and oh, you know, with the beady eyes. I just I didn't get that with Paul Giamatti. Even though he's a great actor, I just didn't feel it from him. So just hella shit was missing out of the movie. Uh, just a lot of shit. They didn't show Easy and Dre going at it. They had this nigga Ice Cube in here slamming niggas like he was just gangster. Like that shit with him in the mall when he was slamming niggas. It's ruthless. No, it's lynch mob, nigga. Like they jumped the lynch mob and Ice Cube. And Ice Cube ran. Like and NWA talked about it in their song. It was like that nigga Ice Cube ran while his homeboys got their ass beat at the New Music Seminar in New York. This a lot of shit was missing. Then when Easy approached Q, all his niggas just jumped up like, hey, who are you? Like you wasn't doing all that, nigga. Like it's just I don't know. Like the shit was just then Ice Cube like the nigga Ice Cube what this nigga did? Like dang, fuck. He was like and the shit happened in real life. Like he was slamming the records and with the bat. He was just tearing up the office, which happened in real life. But like he was just going over the top with it, like some Hollywood shit. Like it was real cheesy the way he did it. Just like half the shit they was doing was just like, did that really happen? Like what about that? Like they build you up like NWA. They build you up the tours. Suge come in, Snoop come in, Pac come in. That's too early, but okay. Then you're like, oh, that's it. Like I feel like I went up and went to the bathroom and came back and was just missing hella shit. Like I just hella shit was just missing out of this movie. Like I expected way more of the hype from the hype. Like I know a lot about NWA, all that shit. Like I never been to LA a day in my life, California, none of that. And I know, like when he said Kelly Park, nigga, Greenleaf Boulevard, I know Crenshaw, Slauson, Rosecrans, nigga, Compton, Rosecrans, nigga, Eastside Compton, nigga, Kelly Park, Ma Piru, Bullis Road, uh, Greenleaf Boulevard, Muriel Avenue. And nigga, I know about all that. I've never been to California day in my life, but that's how much of a fan I am. Like Ice Cube, he's from LA, from uh, 112 neighborhood Crip. Ice Cube, he never gangbanging in that, but that was his neighborhood. Snoop from Long Beach, East Side rolling 20s, Insanes, North North Long Beach. That's beside the point, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a fan, like, I'm a huge, like, I know a lot of shit. Dr. Dre grew up in Wilmington Arms, Projects in Compton, Park Village Crip, Park 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 Village Compton Crip. Like, I know a lot of shit. Like, um, when he was like, Greenleaf Boulevard, nigga, I know where you at. Like, I know where that's at. Like, it was just like, man, like, but it was just hella shit was just missing out of this movie. It's just a lot of shit was just like, man, like, you serious? Like, they could have done a way better job. Like, I mean, it's a good movie, like, it's entertaining, but it's just like, just hella shit was just missing out this movie. Was like, fuck, like, just the momentum was just like, wow, like, really? Like, Dr. Dre's album was whack. Like, that shit was so whack. Like, the animals, that beat was hard. The animal beat, Talk to My Diary. But all that other shit was just whack. Like, I can listen to Fetty Wap, but one of these new niggas, these whack ass niggas out here right now. Like, I can just listen to them. The shit that you put out, 2001, The Chronic, nigga, this ain't no Dr. Dre record, nigga. This ain't no motherfucking Dr. Dre. No, nigga, this can't be Dr. Dre. He had all these irrelevant ass artists on there that, like, nigga, like, man, like, it's a lot of shit was missing. Uh, like I said, Mitch Lay, Deal, like they had a lot of people missing out after this movie. They didn't show the D Barnes incident and Dre beat this bitch up, slammed her and shit. Like they didn't show any of that. Dre was beating up bitches and shit. Like back in the day, they didn't show none of that. They tried to make this nigga like a real squeaky clean L7 type nigga. When I don't know, like this shit was just, it wasn't what I expected. Like, like I said, Snoop was like, hey, what that cuz? Like, you know what I mean? Like it was like some scenes were funny, like they had hella funny scenes, like the hotel scene with Felicia. That shit was funny, but other than that, like the shit was just, it wasn't what I expected. I wanted more, like, and then I guess they got like an extra hour of footage, a director's cut, but that shit don't come out till way later, and it'll be way too late. Like, nigga, you should put that out. Um, but I'm out. Let me know what y'all thought about the movie if y'all saw it. Yeah. Ooh.